Like, what's it been like for you? And then have them playing, the products before launch. Is it a pretty cool feeling to build that relationship? And you said this is the 3rd year in a row. How's it been over the years, and how's that affected the game?
Squaring off.
Kevin, these guys have been on a collision course for a while. The confidence is sky high on both sides. Can't wait to see who blinks first.
And the starting lineup for the Pelicans. Ingram in the front court with Williamson. Harden out there with Johnson. And it's Valanciunas in at the 5 down low. Offline with his 3. And no real surprise to see that MV will be on the Rising Stars roster. It would be a travesty, I think, Greg, if he was left off.
And you look at the rest of the players in that game. MP is just one of many incredible young talents to be showcased.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Well, earlier I spoke with Dwayne Casey. Now, they lost the first game against this team, but the coach said he's not worried. Thinks they just have to rely on their offense a little more. He told me, look, the first time didn't go the way we liked, but I still think we can score against these guys. We have to keep the ball moving, and then we have to finish strong. They're trying to even up the season series at 1, Kevin. We'll see how they do. Back to you.
All right, David, we'll see if their strategy will pay off. Greg, centering their efforts now on generating points.
Yeah, and I can understand what they're trying to do here. Come out of the gates with some heat.
And it forces your opponent's best scorers to expend energy at the defensive end. Makes the strategy a win-win.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores.
And arguably no one in the NBA draws more attention than Harden. Part of why he creates so many opportunities for others.
Here's Dinwiddie after the made shot from Johnson. Hart the pass to Siakam. 6 to shoot. Dinwiddie up top. Over Harden. And Dinwiddie with the basket on the assist by Siakam.
Elevating his playmaking over time, Siakam recognizes when his teammates have clean looks.
Ingram passes to Harden. On the wing, Johnson. We saw him go on a scoring rampage last game. And he makes good on the layup.
High percentage looks. This is what your offense is designed to do.
Last game for the Raptors, they picked up the W against the Magic.
And you watch the way that Siakam plays. It can get you in the open court or in half-court sets. Great forward who gives you a little bit of everything.
Now, here's Dinwiddie. Last time out, he had 13 points. Over Harden. Dinwiddie's shot is off. And Valanciunas has got the ball here for the New Orleans Pelicans. And for Siakam, Greg, he almost epitomizes the modern forward.
And that's not to say he's the best forward, but he displays all the skills you now expect from that position. Solid player who any team would love to have.
Anunoby, good.
And as OG develops the rest of his skill set, this is one thing he can rely upon, that three-point shot.
Ingram deciding where to go with it. And the jam by Harden.
And the pass there floated it up to the precise spot it needed to be.
And no messing around on the finish. He powers it through. Now, here's Dinwiddie. And you can see his scoring totals. Those are some pretty good numbers. He's putting up close to 15 points a game on average. Here's Hart. Kicks it out to Dinwiddie. Out of bounds. New Orleans will take possession. And we got to take a second look to admire that outstanding block.
And an early swat like that can really set the tone. Now the shooters will be feeling his presence.
Harden, no good.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Siakam. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Williamson with it. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Siakam, that's good.
Good defense, better offense. Through hard work, Siakam's become a #1 scoring option.
And you love seeing that great mobile one drive a second time.
And the awareness of his footwork and body on that drive. Wow. And a nice job here early of establishing.
In the first quarter. Here's Dinwiddie. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. We know trade talks have really ramped up here recently, and being a part of a rumor or Steve actually being traded can really affect the player mentally.
Yes, Kevin, especially the first time it happens. It's a business, and as a player, you have to learn that quickly. You have to try not to take it personally.
Now here's Harden. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game. Johnson surveying the floor. The shot misses. And it's the Raptors taking it the other way. Their last meeting was in New Orleans, where they were unable to fight off the Pelicans.
Yeah, in that one, the shot selection wasn't terrible, but they had to tighten it up. It did not happen.
They never really got into a rhythm, despite trying a few different things. Sometimes it's just not your night.
Williamson against Siakam. Hart wide open. He fires.
And for his offense, this has just been a brutal period.
Down low. And it's Johnson with the jam. Toronto shooting 36% in this first quarter, trying to get their bearings. Pass to Dinwiddie. Raptors moving the ball around. Now here's Hart. Six on the shot clock. Back to Anunoby. Let's go. And that's good for 2. Anunoby's got 5.
This is one of the best aspects of Anunoby's game. Let someone else initiate, you finish the job.
A shot by Johnson, no good. Toronto, they've gone 5 of 12 from the field since the opening tip. To the paint, here's Robinson, and the dunk by Robinson.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Ingram outside. Pass to Johnson. Count it, number 5 from the floor this game. He's now 5 of 11.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
The pass to Hart. Robinson with it. Guarded by Valanciunas. Robinson kicks to Dinwiddie. Over Harden. Dinwiddie's shot is off. The Pelicans trail. Johnson right side.
And he straight points in the paint.
Pass to Anunoby. Back to Dinwiddie. Siakam outside. To the inside. Kicks it out to Dinwiddie. Anunoby has the open look. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet. Dinwiddie's got his 4th assist in this one. Timeout is called, first of the game for the Pelicans. Smitty, OG Anunoby from the UK has had a nice impact on the game.
And he said he wants to grow the game in England. OG's hoping to open up some paths to the NBA for young players from the UK.
A new group in now for the Raptors. Wade, he's checked in for Mitchell Robinson. Achua comes in for Pascal Siakam. Barnes, he's checked in for Josh Hart. And John Wall subbed in for OG Anunoby.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Hey, if you're not...
He averages a bit over 8 points a game. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And the Raptors lead by 3.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently not.
And so it's Dinwiddie with it. He'll bring it up for Toronto. Outside, Wall. Back to Dinwiddie. Another miss for him, now shooting 1 for 4 from the floor. And for the Pelicans, they're shooting at a nice 53% rate to start the game. They are sticking to the campaign. Jones dishes to Johnson. Gets that one through the hole, make him now 7 of 13 in this game.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Outside, Wall. Bounce pass at Chua. Barnes down low. Working on Jones. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
That's his first.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Pelicans.
For me, they made a point to attack inside early in the game, and it's paid off for them. A lot of solid looks in the paint.
And also, guys, they're playing for one another right now. All those extra passes are...
Counts.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Toronto trailing. Outside, Wall. Passed away. Over Lopez. Second shot opportunity. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
That's his first personal foul.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
For Toronto, they have shot 75% at the line tonight, going 3 for 4. And both free throws good for Achua. New Orleans with the ball. They trail by 1. Outside, Jones.
2 minutes left in the first.
Russell passes to Murphy. Down low. Lost contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
That's his
And I
first
like
personal
that
foul.
they're not settling. Getting the ball on the interior. 8 of their last 10 coming that way.
Johnson.
Pelicans shooting their first free throw of the game. And that one falls for Johnson. We've got 1:55 left in the first quarter. Here's Dinwiddie. And Jones pulls it down.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
And you've seen they've made numerous attempts to try to get him going. Shows how valuable he is to this offense.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Pass to Achua. Barnes outside. And the 3 ball is good.
When Barnes has space to fire from deep, you usually just assume it's going in. Very dangerous from outside.
Russell finds Jones. New Orleans moving the ball around. Murphy passes to Johnson. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Johnson's got 23.
His shot making has been superb this quarter. He's taken over this game.
The pass to Wall. Back to Barnes. Shot clock at 6. Dinwiddie outside. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That's on Brook Lopez.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Raptors have hit most of their free throws tonight, 5 of 6.
Spencer.
And both free throws good for Dinwiddie. New Orleans in the lead. To the middle. And there's Johnson. That's good on the assist by Russell. And now it's up to 25 points for Johnson.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Passes it to Barnes. Fires for 3. Pelicans with the rebound. They want to keep rolling here following the win against the
Bulls from an intensity standpoint.
A couple things stood out for me. They were relentless, and they also played under control. That's a deadly combination.
And I like Russell's ability to create for others. He does what's best for the team.
The basket's coming early and often in the first quarter. Pelicans lead by 5. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break.
give a big round of applause for your
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And looking at what we've seen from the Pelicans, what do you guys think?
Way to set the table. Offensively, they dominated on the interior.
They came in looking to attack from the get-go, willing to be physical and setting the tone.
Josh Hart out there with Pascal Siakam. Then it's OG Anunoby. And it's Wall, and it's Robinson in at the 5. That's the group for Toronto to start the second quarter. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Well, MP in the last matchup against Oklahoma City was all business. He scored an incredible number of points and did his job on defense with an impressive number of steals. He put up numbers that really jumped out in the box score. A very solid performance. And Kevin will see what he's got in his arsenal tonight.
Thanks, David. Greg, it was obvious he was having a lot of fun out there. Tremendous victory.
I'll tell you, he may have been enjoying himself, but whoever was matched up against him certainly wasn't.
What I like is they just kept calling his number. Sometimes we see coaches go away from what's working, and we wonder why.
Wall passes to Hart. Back to Wall. At the elbow, it's Siakam. Pass to Hart. Fires the 3. That shot off. Now New Orleans will take it the other way. They'll be playing host to Portland for their next one. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. And this league has plenty of guys who can take over a game at any time. But, Steve, how fun is it to have a team with multiple threats and on any given night?
Well, it's really, Kevin, unfair because you have two guys that can get it going. And for the defense and the other team, that is hard to contend with.
That free throw good from Williamson.
A healthy Zion is a force to be reckoned with.
And both free throws good for Williamson. Raptors trail by 7. It's Hart on the wing. Pass to Anunoby. Free throw line jump shot. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Johnson's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Two free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That one goes on Anunoby. Pelicans shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
At the line for 2.
And the first one drops. James Harden, he's checked in for D'Angelo Russell. And so he hits both.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
Ball passes to Siakam. Ingram against Hart. Some solid defense from Ingram. New Orleans leading by 9. Kicks it out to Harden. Now the pass to Johnson. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Harden's got 3 assists in the game. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Anunoby in the corner. And he can't stop the run as he misses. And Ingram has got the ball here for the New Orleans Pelicans. Williamson, first shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Raptors trail.
Section top of the list.
And it boils down to the question. Toughness. One team showing it, the other allowing itself to be bullied.
A.J. McCollum, he's checked in for the Pelicans.
Substitution on the court.
1:31 left now here in the second. Here's Johnson. Off target with the jump hook. And the Raptors shooting at an even 50% from the floor here in the second quarter. And he lobs it up toward the rim. The dunk by Achua.
And hard to decide which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
There's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop.